And this is actually a full or a strategy on CLSQ to provide a PQC capability before that threat arrives, right? Because in the United States now you have the CNSA 2.0 that basically says that all the critical infrastructure of the United States needs to be PQC enabled before the year 2027 in order to avoid a potential disaster in 2029-30. So yeah, absolutely a great momentum. But back to the space sector, Luc Piguet, question is, what minimum operational rule, collision avoidance, debris mitigation, end of life must be embedded in quantum satellite constellation from day one? What is your views on that?
So yeah, I think that at the end, a satellite integrating quantum computing or capabilities is a satellite, fundamentally. When we look at it, obviously we're not experts in quantum. What we do is servicing. So our concern is, how do we build a space infrastructure of tomorrow that is capable of doing more with less, ideally, and capable actually to be resilient, to be sustainable, to be able to operate in a way that is not possible today, to provide also agility and mobility as we move forward. So I think the regulation the policies and regulation that are being put in place right now to make sure, first of all, that we don't produce more space debris are what's needed, concretely. But then beyond that, any spacecraft as we move forward have to be more and more thought through in a way that it can be serviced. Essentially, the thinking behind it is that today we have servicing on the road, we have servicing in shipping, in the shipping industry, we have servicing for aviation. We don't have servicing for space. The question is what happens once you're able to do that. The other element is that there's a lot of element of operation that you can integrate out of the gates. For example, have to change hardware, replace hardware, being able to upgrade the technologies as they move forward on the spacecraft, on the capacity in orbit. And those require a very different way to look at the space infrastructure and the way we operate it. So to be able to actually implement most of the changes we want to do in the future, we need an infrastructure is able to operate differently than the one we have today, which essentially is built as a consumable that is single use. But really think through, okay, fine, how do we make an infrastructure that can be maintained, upgraded, improved, can be moved? How do we provide mobility in orbit in a way that we cannot do until now? So that's really the concern we have.
Thank you very much. It's actually an amazing company, you know. They're solving one problem that not many people are trying to solve, right? That's